Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to Eyes to See Tarot and your general freestyle for the upcoming weeks ahead. This is a general reading and not necessarily based around love and relationships, but if it comes up in the spread, I'll be sure to let you know. It's been happening more and more lately. All right, can I have the current energies for Scorpio, please? Can I have Scorpio's current energies, Spirit? What's surrounding Scorpio at this time? It's like in order to heal from something, you have to be done. And I think that's what's going on with the Five of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Swords. And then not only that, look at this Five of Cups. See the harassment, the heckling, the anger, the aggression, the blame. You spilt those cups. You did that. Well, I mean, like, yes, they are spilt, but can we worry about a solution instead of the blame game? I don't know if we can. So you're just, it feels like something is done because you're tired of the way that the other person, or that the way that you've been addressing things, right? It's a possibility also that we could be blaming ourselves unnecessarily, like really clinging to the blame game there. And it's not functional, so to say. It's like but isn't it like really, really visceral when we catch ourselves doing it to ourselves? You know? Run out of people to blame real quick, don't we? Done. Done. That is, I mean, et tu, Brute? You even looking at yourself, you know? So it's time to turn things around a little bit, I think. And I think that's what you have the idea of doing. Holding on tight to what you do have. I'm going to cover that atrocious thing. Holding on tight to what you do have with the Four of Pentacles here. Gripping what's left, right? With the Five of Cups, there's two cups still standing. Five of Cups in the reverse. We're tending to focus on what we do have, not necessarily what we lost, right? And the Four of Pentacles, we're just like holding on to it for dear life. It's kind of all we have. The pain and the agony, right? Like, I don't even know how angry you have to be, or angry at yourself you have to be to stab yourself in the back. But I'm getting the overwhelming sense that that is majorly what's happening, you know? Is there another party, Spirit? Is there somebody else in Scorpio's life? And it's almost like you're on your toes about it too. And I gotta be honest, because I'm just picking flies with you're on your toes. It's like, sure, it feels like I'm face first, but I have a direction. I have an idea. I have an expectation of what I'm going to do here, right? No. What am I missing, baby? Why can't you give me something else? What am I missing? Soul sucking. Do you know why it's soul-sucking, though? Because with the aspirations being the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Cups, it's almost like this idea. I have this big production created in my head about what it's supposed to be and what it's supposed to be like, right? And that's fine. That's what we're supposed to do. But what we're not supposed to do is get caught up in that vision. Yeah, I'm supposed to have vision, create the vision, have the intention, and then let it go, and then concentrate on what's in front of me, right? Okay, so I built a plan for a house. It's a fantastic house. And even if I have all of the materials right there ready and waiting, and even if I do have the crew sitting there waiting to do everything necessary in that house, it's still a process. I have to till the ground, flatten it out, lay the foundation, put up the frame, you know, and everything looks a little jumbled and a little messed up at that time. So I'm not necessarily saying that this is the situation. What I am saying is, don't get stuck there, right? And then miss laying the foundation, or forget about all the work that goes into not only creating it, but then keeping it after. You understand? Okay. I have the Devil card at the bottom of the deck. I'm feeling that I have put myself in a situation with no regards for myself. And I do it to me time and time again. Put myself in a very sticky kind of situation. Okay, now this is only for some of you. What I have here is I have a goal and I have an aspiration. I have the current energies. I have the blame game, and I have the idea here. And I think that's where you're tripping up. Okay, so we're holding this aspiration, this idea, this dream, this fantasy, this futuristic view. I'm holding it right there, right? I'm holding it too closely, right? And then I'm forgetting about what I do here, and then I blame myself for getting myself distracted in the necessary steps it takes to attain this, the necessary lessons, the necessary trials and tribulations, the necessary fellowshipping, the necessary failures to attain this thing. But instead, what I'm doing with the Devil here, and then I don't even have the strength. Instead of balancing those out, I'm going towards the animosity, aggression. I'm going towards that I don't deserve it. So like I'm fighting my manifestation with the fact that I don't deserve it because I keep doing this. Doing what? Are you sure? Are you just being hard on yourself? Are you sure you're not doing the little beaver thing where you just pile sticks and stones and then go like, I ruined it? I'm not seeing any ruination except for the Ten of Swords, but like I said, even then I was getting that it was more or less like you doing it to yourself, and I think we're kind of uncovering that a little bit. Spirit, can you help me with Scorpio just a little bit more about this Ten of Swords and the Devil? Could be addiction, could be bars, could be other things that I am prone to dropping everything for, like a person, shopping, you know, Amazon is a beast, baby. I have the Queen of Pentacles. I have frivolous. I have, oh, okay, so we're a little bit concerned about money. I see a lot about money, so this could be a financial read. And this has a real keeping up with the Joneses vibes, right? Where I don't feel financially up to par, right? And I'm really, really worried about impressing my teacher or the professor or the person that I'm trying to reach the level of. Boss. And the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so I couldn't pass up talking about that. There is a ring to truth. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say this. When you're in a race, you do not race the cars in the race. You race the track. Like the cars, like the other cars aren't even there. I'm just trying to make my best time. I'm trying to make my best time without destroying myself, my vehicle. I'm trying not to hit the walls. I'm trying to make my best time. If I get too wrapped up in paying attention to what the red car number 9 is doing up there, then there's a chance that I could lose control and not perform at my best, right? The only time I should pay attention to that car is when I'm trying to pass it or not hit it, right? All right. Okay. Can I have a little bit more about the Four of Pentacles? I want to see upcoming energies. Okay, so we've covered the person that you're dealing with, because you're really not dealing with anybody except on a mental level, right? Subconscious, mental. I have to make it to that level. I have to be that. Now, whether it's an influencer on the TV, whether it's your sister, you know, who's the doctor, you know, like I don't know who it is that you feel that you have to reach that level, but you know, we're all different animals. We're all different creatures. We're all different beings. Some of us are oak trees. Some of us are little fishies, you know, but we're all people. Some of us are parrots. Some of us are just vehicles. I mean, we don't really have, we just let an idea float in and we go with it, you know. And I don't know, I can't say for sure that you should be ever comparing yourself to anybody else. I can't say that for sure, but I can say that in this position, I think that it's causing a little bit of stress, a couple of hiccups. It's not really making your already paved path smooth. It's not. I see the Knight of Wands and I see the Nine of Cups. Okay, so there's a certain amount of contentment with being where you are, playing the ball where it lies. I said that to Capricorn just a second ago. There's a certain amount of contentment that comes with holding your punches, pulling your punches, waiting, taking a step off the path, or just sitting on the path and just taking a breather, pulling some water out your backpack and taking a sip of water. There's a certain amount of strength that comes from that. Now, what do you prefer on your hike? Do you prefer strength? Or do you prefer speed? Strength and safety, speed. This is say it's an end-all be-all situation. It's not really. It's the energy of it. Like Do or be damned, right? So whatever it takes. So if I do have to take a step back, I'm not sitting there with taking a break, blaming myself and telling myself why I'm not worth this. You understand? That's not what we do on breaks. We motivate ourselves on breaks. You know, it's a reward. Okay, you did so good on that quarter mile. Let's reward ourselves with a break. I do see slippery slopes. I do see an inability to really keep up, right? It's trialing. It's tribulations. It's going to be difficult, but you don't have to make it more difficult on yourself. You don't. You can go a little easy. I was talking to a friend of mine just about 2 days ago, and it was one more policy by 3 o'clock, right, for the month, and they get the promotion. And I was like, you know what? You either have 20 minutes to do it, or you just sit back and go, damn, I came so close this month. I'm going to do better next month. But I came so close. That is amazing. I am amazing. I'm fantastic, and I'm on the right path, right? And maybe there's just one thing that I'm leaving out of being my most optimal version of myself to get that promotion. You know, maybe there's just one thing that this next month, when I'm trying to make quota again, right, that I need to learn. Oh, what is it? Gut-wrenching. I'm not good enough for this person. I'm not good enough to be here, right? But pay attention to how you feel when you take a step back from the situation, right? Pay attention to how you feel when you take a step back and look at yourself, not look at them. Don't look at them. Don't compare. Don't spend that time comparing, because it's leading to, I see that do or be damned. I'm seeing that heart-wrenching kind of defeat, right? Okay, there's no more on this deck. Except the most obvious answer, right? The most obvious answer is usually the least obvious. Pull away. And with the Six of Swords, it being a mental aspect of pulling away. I've got to pull away, and you already started it, right? I'm going to heal from this emotional what I lost versus what I have, because I keep doing it to myself. I keep doing it. I'm the reason why. I'm the reason why. I'm the reason why. And there's a certain aspect to that is absolutely true. And I kind of tried to steer you away from that earlier on in the read, but it's a possibility that if you are doing that, then that is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's better to go ahead and keep your eye on the prize, what you do aspire, but let it set up there. Let it set up there. Take breaks. Take breathers. Don't compare yourself to anybody. There's so many messages that are coming through for you this month, Scorpio, that I think that if we go ahead and start to implement them by the end of October, we should pretty much see a leeway. Okay, make sure nothing else is hiding in here. La 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 la. Okay, we did good. All right, I think that with the Eight of Swords here in reverse, I think that you will be able to start to see some sort of reprieve, some sort of progress. But you see, the thing about progress is it always is most apparent when you look backwards, you know, right? Or it's always most apparent when you haven't seen somebody for a month and then you see them and you're like, wow, you are looking great, aren't you? But because we see ourselves every day and we're like stuck in it every day, it's hard to pull ourselves out and reward ourselves for the progress that we've made. And that's a very, very important step in any journey forward, is remembering to take a step back and take a break. Don't beat yourself up about what you didn't do. Okay, so I was 5 foot short, right? Time-wise, right? I was 5 seconds short time-wise. But I was close. Like, just kind of switch your thinking a little bit and try to give yourself fuel during the times that you seem to have run short on fuel. Don't expect anybody else to give you fuel. Scorpio, you're fantastic at it. I'm not fussing you. You usually do, but I'm just kind of trying to remind you. Okay. All right, so that's pretty much all I have for you, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed the read. I hope it brings you some sort of way forward and lights your path just a little bit. And I hope to see you again real soon. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want to be informed next time I upload. And until next time, thanks for stopping at Eyes to See Tarot.